Hey guys, Dan and Jeffrey here from DJ Real Estate, and today's video is about whether EC can still be your next pot of gold into this market. Alright, so specifically I'm going to talk about Tenet EC in Japanese, since it's going to be the last launch of EC this year. I'm going to share with you a lot of data numbers to let you understand whether Tenet will be a good buy for you. So if you're looking to buy EC or considering to buy EC, you have to watch this video. So I'm going to go through the market overview first, so you can understand where does Tenet EC stand in terms of price in the market. And then I will talk about its location, who are the future buyers, and what's the projected profit we can look at. To share with you why the prices are increasing in every segment in the market is because there is a lack of supply in the market. If you look at the take-up rate for the whole of 2021, there were 14,523 new launches that were sold, and these numbers are inclusive of ECs as well. This year, island-wide, as of 1st November, we are left with only 6,198 units which are still available for sale. This is what we call a heavy undersupply. I mean, if you compare the balance stock for this year and last year's take-up rate, we are dangerously low in supply. Today, this is what's causing the price to go up. Today, we know that the stock is not enough, and even if there's additional stock coming in next year, we don't think it's even enough to clear the past few years of demand. So our prediction for the market is that the price will continue to increase due to the shortage of supply. If we zoom in into the OCR market, as of 1st November 2022, we only have about 557 units left out of the 6,000 plus units available in the entire market. This is super low, and we have not seen such a low supply before, and that is why we see OCR prices are crossing more than 2,000 PSF easily in the market today. And the demand is still there because buyers are still buying, and there's not much options for them to choose from. So what about EC? So for EC, if you see for the past 3 years, the average take-up rate is about 1,123 units. But as of end of 2021, we were left with about 125 units available. And this year alone, we have about 576 EC left, which is comprising from North Gaya and Kopan Grand. North Gaya, we have about 419 units left, and Kopan Grand, we have about 157 units left. If you want to know more about North Gaya or Kopan Grand, you can even talk to me about this. So other than Tenet, there are another 2 more ECs that's upcoming next year, but definitely not enough to fuel the average demand we see in the market. So we expect the prices to shoot up, but the good news about EC is that the prices cannot go up as fast as a condo new launches because of the income cap ceiling of 16,000 and the MSR. If developers were to price too high, many people won't be able to buy it, and that's why you see EC's prices are not shooting up too high even though there's shortage of supply. So let's move into the market price trends. These are the average price trends from the different segments. We got the CCR, RCR, OCR, and the EC segment. So for the CCR, you can see that the price are averaging at about 2,800 PSF. As for RCR, it's averaging at about 2,200 PSF, and as for OCR, it's averaging close to 1,009 PSF. And lastly, for EC, it's averaging at about 1,300 PSF. We are expecting that the price in all the segments to continue to climb up in the next 6 months. Just a quick prediction, I predict that the CCR price will climb up to maybe 3,000 to 3,500 PSF. For RCR, it should hit at least 2,500 PSF by next year. And for OCR, we predict it will hit up to at least 2,000 to 2,100 PSF. As for EC, it could or it should probably hit 1,400 PSF pretty soon. All these predictions are purely based on the upcoming stocks that's lining up to come next year. I'll share with you more about this later on in the video. But what I want to point out to you is that the price difference between the OCR and the EC. As for EC and the OCR market are closely knitted because most ECs, in fact, I think all ECs are located in the OCR region. So if you compare the average price difference between the OCR and the EC market, the price gap has been the highest. If you compare for the past 10 years, currently the price gap is $590 PSF, difference between the OCR and the EC market. This, I think, presents a really good opportunity for buyers to buy or enter the EC market, even though the price for EC has went up. So this is how we predicted the price. As you can see, these are all the upcoming new launches in the OCR market. We got the Sinica Residence at Tanah Merah, being one of the lowest, estimating launch at about 1,875 PSF. And the rest of the new launches are averaging to be launched at about an estimate of 2,000 to 2,100 PSF. And these are all in the OCR market. But of course, we have the Arden at the Phoenix Road, that's in Bukit Panjang. Launching by the end of this year. I heard it's going to launch at about 1,700 PSF. If this is true, then this will be the lowest price for the upcoming new launches, right? So these are the upcoming EC launches this year and next year. Of course, we have Tenet that's going to launch soon. Is estimating, or actually the price already out, is about 1,230 PSF for a 3-bedder onwards, right? I feel this is a good entry price. Then we have the other 2 ECs that's coming up in Bukit Batok next year. So it's going to be estimated launching at about 1,004 PSF. So total inventory, we are looking at about 1,500 units, and of course the existing stocks available this year of about 500 will add up to about 2,000 units available for sale. Okay, so I'm done talking about the numbers. Now let's talk about the location at Tenet. One thing I like about Tenet's location is that it's strategically positioned within close proximity to key business nodes. As you can see, Tenet is just above the Tampines Regional Centre, and all the orange are industrial or business parks, and the blue circles are the business nodes. So if we put Tenet in the middle, it is 12 minutes drive away from Seletar Aerospace Park. It is the last regional center that will come in. It is twice the size of Tampines. Punggol Digital District is going to be part of the North Coast Innovation Corridor, which is 11 minutes drive away. Then we have Lorong Halus Industrial Park, which is 6 minutes drive away, and Pasir Ris Wafer Fab, just 5 minutes away. On the other side, we have the Tampines Regional Center, which is 5 minutes away. We got the Changi Business Park and Changi Hub, which is 10 minutes away. And lastly, we got the Changi Aviation Park, which is 15 minutes away. All in all, Tenet have a great accessibility to all these places, which cover a big population of people who needs to work or want to work in these areas. So who will be our future potential buyers for Tenet? As you can see, Tenet is surrounded by all these BTOs. We got the Tampines Green Crest, Tampines Green Glen, Green Glade, Greenview, all your greens. So in total, we have about 11,528 potential future upgraders just within Tampines North itself. We are not talking about outside of Tampines North. If we include outside of it, definitely the numbers will be more. So why are BTO homeowners be the potential buyers of Tenet? Because they are sitting on high profits that can allow them to upgrade to a private property. So let's project the potential profits using Tampines North integrated development. So here we are comparing Topiary, which just MOP last year, and High Park Residence, which is a private residential pretty close by. So Topiary is an EC. We just want to track when an EC MOP, how much price will they sell right after MOP as compared to a private residential. The reason is for EC, even after 5 years, they still can't sell to foreigners. Only after 10 years, they can sell to foreigners for EC. So this is why the immediate MOP price will not match up with the private residential until later on. So if you look at Topiary in 2021, the average transacted price is 1,043 PSF, and for High Park Residence is transacted averagely at about 1,283 PSF. So it's a difference of 23%. Then we look at Ecopolitan, which MOP last year transacted at about 1,065 PSF. And then we have Watertown, which is a private residential that transacted at 1,393 PSF. So the price difference is about 30.8%. Lastly, we look at Lake Life and Lake Grande in Jurong. Lake Life EC transacted at about 1,164 PSF, and Lake Grande transacted at 1,617 PSF, which is a difference of 38.9%. So if we summarize all these three comparisons, we can see that the price difference between EC and the private residential is averaging at about 30%, meaning when Tenet MOP, the price projected to sell will be 30% lower than the upcoming Tampines North integrated development. So then we can do a quick projection. So these are all the different integrated development in Singapore. We can see that we have Centuries, Bedok Residences, Watertown, Hillian, and North Park Residences. We can also see the percentage of gains the seller made for the individual projects. As you can see, the gains is averaging at about 15% across the 5 projects in the OCR market. So we can assume that the Tampines North integrated development will also make a gain of 15% upon TOP. So let's make a guess at how much the Tampines North integrated development launch price would be. So for the most recent integrated development that was launched this year is Lentor Modern. We can see that Lentor Modern was sold at an average of about 2,100 PSF. From here, we can make a conservative assumption that Tampines North is going to be sold at about the same price. But of course, I think that the launch price would be higher because Pasir Ris was sold at an average of 2,000 PSF. And this was an older price tag. I feel that Tampines North integrated development could easily launch at about 2002 to 2004 PSF. So let's do a very conservative calculations, assuming that Tampines North integrated development will be launched at these 3 different prices: 2001, 2150, and 2200 PSF. From here, taking into consideration that the 15% gains, the sellers are able to sell at 2,417 to about 2,532 dollars PSF upon TOP. From here, we can gauge the estimate selling price of Tenet upon MOP, which is 30% lower than the Tampines North integrated development, which is about 1,800 PSF to 1,900 PSF. As you can see, the estimated average profit margin for Tenet would be about 35%. So if you're buying, the smallest unit will be a 3-bedder. You can potentially profit about 400k to about 500k and for a 4-bedder, you can profit about 500k to 600k. So it is justifiable for EC owners to profit at about 300k to about 500k. Very likely, yes, if we see the track record in ECs in Tampines. We have City Life at Tampines, Trillion, Arc at Tampines, The Eden at Tampines. We can all see these ECs make a profit of about an average of 30% upon MOP. Even the Arc at Tampines, which has no convenience in the area, still make about 27% gain. Lastly, I want to show you this article about ECs. It says that all the sample ECs netted about 300k in gross profits, and out of the 4,000 plus sample ECs, close to 300 make a gross profit of at least 500k. And majority of them sold less than 10 years from the date of purchase, meaning they sold upon MOP. And there was a record high that was sold in City Life at Tampines. This shows a very strong record in Tampines. So there you go, this is the end of my sharing for Tenet EC. If you want to find out more in greater details about Tenet or any other new launches in projects in Singapore, you can give me a call at my number below. And yeah, if you find this video beneficial, do share, like, and subscribe. If not, I thank you for watching and I see you in my next video. Thank you, bye-bye.